You get a choice. You can either wear high heels or you can wear bikinis. You can't wear both. If you're gonna wear a bikini, you need to wear flip-flops or you need to be barefoot. Or better yet, why don't you be in the freaking pool because you're in a bikini? But don't prance around.
Oh my gosh,
It was my favorite quote of the entire show. That, of course, is our very own Courtney Kerr in her first reality show, Most Eligible Dallas. I watched this show with a girlfriend of mine, and I will tell you, we saw that part and we were like, we love that girl.
Those are rules according to Courtney, is what those are. Those are swimsuit rules.
So we have, of course, you know, our first show today, and we're so excited about that. But we also have some guests in the studio. We have the whole crew from Bravo here.
There's a guest. There's some guests here.
Getting some video
Fearless
for
production team.
What's the name of
for your new spin-off show?
So yes, I got a spin-off with Bravo, and the date that it's going to air is still to be determined. Hopefully in the next couple of months. But it's called Courtney Loves Dallas.
Courtney Loves Dallas.
Navigating through Dallas, one outfit at a time.
So did they just follow you around everywhere?
They do. I wake up and they're there. I go to sleep. They're like a boyfriend that you can't get rid of.
So let me ask you this: is it real? I mean, is it really reality?
It is real. You know, it is real. You know, obviously, you have to clear restaurants before you get there, and you know, there's a lot of logistics that happen when you're carting around a 17-person crew. But
and some of the shots you have to redo just for the
right. If they don't get in, yeah. But you know, it is my life, and
is it your life?
It is.
Okay.
In
What about
Dallas,
it?
you'll
What
see.
about it is your life? In other words, the attention, the fact that you can.
They're following
build
me on a
into
day-to-day basis. You know, they're following me. I quit my job this year and started blogging full time. They follow my friendships. They follow my relationship with my mother and my grandmother. So
who are there today, right?
They're here today. Yes, yes.
Wow.
They can't. They're
So
very
you
excited.
go home and you tell your mother and your grandmother that you're going to be on a reality show,
And they started praying
said,
immediately. Yes, they got everyone to start praying.
Were they
for
saying,
us.
please let her behave?
You know, it's funny because people ask them, like, has she been like this since she was young? And they're like, yep.
Okay.
She came out of the womb kicking and screaming, I'm sure. I've been a big personality since I
Are
was young.
reality shows designed to show your best points or your quirky, crazy points?
You know, when it comes to me, I'm quirky. That could be my new name. Quirky. I'm quirky and crazy most of the time. So I'm sure the producers just sit there and are just like, what's going to come out of her mouth next? So
let me ask you this: how has your life changed? Because you know, before you were just doing your thing, quiet. Courtney, well, I don't think you were ever quiet, were you?
Never. Yeah, quiet's never been in the vocabulary.
But you had a private life, and now it's totally been exposed. I mean, do you enjoy
it's fun.
that?
You kind of have to take. It's fun. I will say I've gotten to meet a lot of great people and a lot of great experiences that wouldn't have happened before. I got to quit my, I worked retail since I was 16 years old, and so I've left retail. I'm blogging full time and getting to travel a lot. So, it has its effects on like your personal life a little bit. But
I was going to say, how do your family and friends? I mean, are they cool with all this?
You know, they don't really have a choice.
You just made it. Like, you got to do this.
They don't. Yeah, I mean, they kind of realize, and dating, like dating isn't hard enough when you're single in Dallas, but when you come bearing a crew.
There's our friend Jody D.
Let me ask you, how did it
Tara.
start? How did it
from
start?
Most Eligible.
How did it start? How did you get on this reality show?
You know, Bravo had been wanting to do a show in Dallas just because I think Dallas is a character in itself. And so they started scouting, different characters for Most Eligible, and then they found 6 friends that, 6 people whose lives happened to intertwine with one another.
Did you audition?
I did not audition. They showed up at my 28th birthday party. And they said, we want to meet you and we want to talk to you. And I went and had brunch with them, and the next day I signed my life away. So
What'd you have to sign? Like what?
just,
a
a
commitment
contract
for how
for the
many
show
years?
to do Most Eligible.
How long?
Well, I mean, there was Most Eligible, and now there's Courtney Love Dallas. I'm pretty sure Bravo is going to get my firstborn child, which I wouldn't have it any other way.
So did you find love?
You're just going to have to watch what happens.
I want to know. Like,
Give us a little teaser. Give us a little teaser, something.
I will say Courtney Loves Dallas is going to be it's kind of a real-life Sex in the City.
Ooh.
Okay, but what kind of man?
Minus the sex, Mom, minus the sex.
I want to know, what kind of man is going to start courting a girl when he knows every movement is going to be on TV?
A very brave man.
Or one that wants to get ahead, or one that wants to...
Oh, if he's
my
trying to capitalize on, yeah.
I am your mother for an hour every day.
She's your TV mom. Hey, what about Danica Patrick? How
Speaking of
cool is
women,
this?
yeah,
Talk
this is
about
awesome.
like a
Women.
cool, empowered woman.
Absolutely.
Danica Patrick just is qualified. She is the #1 spot on the poll going on.
She got her own poll, ladies and gentlemen.
I knew you
She
were gonna
got
say
her
that.
own poll. Yeah, brought to you by GoDaddy.com.
But you know what I thought was neat? She said that it was always her goal and dream not to be the fastest woman, but to be the fastest driver.
So to her, it's never been about being a woman.
No, you know what?
It's just about being good at what she does.
Here's what I love about her,
Absolutely.
though, is she embraces being a woman. I mean, she's gorgeous, and she doesn't downplay it. I mean, you've seen the GoDaddy ads. I mean, she's stunning. And she's not one of those that downplays it at all.
No.
You know,
No,
to be one of the
That
guys.
she's not
When she's
beating
very sexy.
the woman drum, you know. I like it that she's doing that. She just gets up every day and tries to be the best
At what she
person
does.
And I'm
can
sure
be.
she
nothing to
inspires
do.
other women. I think we'll see other women, you know, in these positions of that, you know, gives everyone that wow factor.
Exactly. You think we'll ever see them in football?
Inspiration. You know, probably not. I think as you know, females would. Well, they get hurt, right? I mean,
And they don't look good in the outfit.
Yeah, that outfit is not cute.
Race car driving is not the safest sport either.
That's right.
But it's just interesting to see
think
if we're
about
going to start
that
now.
contact, though. I mean, well, you know, with Emmett, and then I got kids who play, and
But yeah, your son plays at SMU,
at
right?
SMU, yeah. And
Go
I mean, and he's a huge kid, but
No,
you,
they're the Mustangs.
when
I
you're-
said go ponies, but I meant go
Go
was gonna
ponies.
say,
No,
who are the
we say go
ponies?
ponies.
Oh, okay.
We say go ponies.
Go
We don't
ponies.
Mustangs, we say go
Okay.
ponies.
Go ponies.
We go pony up, like this. Pony up.
I need to get me an SMU jersey with his name on it.
Oh, when the season starts, girl, we are going
We're
to be
sitting
all
at every
SMU
game.
around here.
The broadcast front row at the SMU.
But you know, you see them up close, and that contact, and you hear them hit each other. These 300-pound people, and
I can't imagine that as a mother or as a wife.
Well, it is hard. I mean, I can remember, you know, watching Emmett out there, and it used to kill me, especially as a running back. You know, here he is running, you know, trying to get yards, and then all of a sudden these big old 200, 300-pound men
Take
literally
him
are
down.
pounding on him. And I remember one Thanksgiving game where he didn't get up. And my heart just
That
dropped
I can't
and
even.
stopped.
Does he encourage his boys into football?
You know what? It is the funniest thing. He's like hands off. He's like, whatever they want to do, as long as they love it, they're passionate about it, he doesn't care. So our son plays baseball. So he goes out and coaches baseball.
how cool would it be to have Emmett Smith
As your
coaching a
little
little
league.
league football team?
Oh, this is my dad, Emmett. Don't worry about it.
I think he said he'd be too tough. Like he'd be a really hard coach.
But he seems like he's such a good, decent guy.
Oh, he's
We're going to learn a lot more about
this is not the
Mr.
first
Smith,
time
about
you're gonna-
Mr. and Mrs.
last time you're gonna hear
Smith.
about.
Still to come on the broadcast, you heard her voice in the open to our show, and next she is joining us in our studio for a chat and a song. Let's learn something we didn't know about Miss Susie Humphreys.
Ooh, I'm not
Be
singing.
back in a moment. You might.
She's adorable.
Big parties. I like to go camping. I like to live in the forest, in the mountains. I love to get in a fifth wheel and watch Tom Selleck movies.